Hi guys, welcome back. In this lesson, we will be loading our data sources into Power BI. So remember, we created our data sources in RStudio by running our data pipeline. So we created three separate CSV files. So let us locate those files. So mine was in the downloads folder, in a folder called output. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to rename the file names of each file to the folder name. So let's start with Quakes. So right now you can see the part and the ID. So we want to remove that and then rename it to the folder name, which is Quakes. Okay, and now let's do that for Quake Freak. Okay, and now let us do it for Pred results. Okay, so now that we have renamed our three data sources, we can now load them into Power BI Desktop. So now we will actually start to build our dashboard application. So we can close this. And now let us open up Power BI Desktop from the start menu. So we search for Power BI Desktop. Okay, so now we are presented with this window. We can either click on Get Data, but for now, let's close it. Okay, so now we need to load all of our data sources. So let's select Get Data and then select Text CSV. Okay, so we'll first start by importing the Quakes dataset. So click on quakes.csv. So as you can see, we are presented with a preview of our dataset, but we need to change the data types because some of them are text, and that is because we are reading directly from a CSV file, so we need to cast them into numeric before we can use them. So we'll select transform data. Okay, so once we are presented with this window, we will select all the fields that we need to transform. So right now we can see that the latitude and longitude fields, for instance, are text data types. We want to change them to a decimal type. So let us select all the fields that we want to cast. So we'll select latitude, longitude, depth, and magnitude. And then right click on any field name and then select change type and then select using locale. Okay, so now we need to select the data type that we want to change it to, and that is decimal number. And then select the locale. The locale will be English United States. So it's English United States. Select that and then select OK. Okay, so that has been modified. Over here, we can see the steps that were applied in our transformation. So now we can click on close and apply. Okay, so ignore the errors. These just have to do with some nulls. So just close that. So now you can see our data has been loaded. Right, so we have our Quakes dataset. And now let us do that with the Quake Freak dataset. So again, we select text CSV. And then we select the Quake Freak dataset. Okay, and now we need to transform this as well. So select transform data. And then we are going to select the max magnitude and the average magnitude. The rest is integers, which is fine. And these two are text, so we need to cast that to decimal. So we have selected the fields, and then right click on any field, and then select change type, and then select using locale. Okay, and then the data type will be decimal number, and then the locale will be English, United States. Okay, and then select OK. And now we can click on close and apply. Okay, as you can see, our data set has been loaded. So now we have two. Now let's load the last data set. So let's go to get data, and then we select text CSV. Then we select the prod results.csv file. Okay, and now we select transform data. Okay, so one thing to notice here is that we have these columns automatically assigned, and our column row has been ignored. So now we need to tell this tool to use the first row as the column names. So let's do that. You'll see this little button on the left, on the top left corner. Select that, and then select use first row as headers. Now you can see our headers are back. Okay, and now we will transform all the text data types to decimal, so we can select all the fields. Okay, and then right click on any one, and then select change type, and then select using locale, and then select decimal number, and then English United States as the locale. And then select OK. Okay, and now we can see all the applied steps. Okay, so we are happy with that, and now we can close and apply. And as you can see, all three of our data has been loaded into Power BI Desktop. Okay, so now we are ready to start building our graphs. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video.